Hello everyone. So today we're going to start with a new topic which is human activity. So human activities are those activities that are conducted by the humans, which is clear from the name itself. As we can read, human activities means activities which are performed by the humans. So when human perform activity, why the human perform activities is important to understand. So human perform activities for two reasons, maybe one for earning money and another one can be for mental satisfaction. And when something is related to money, monetary terms, that means which is economic activity, that means that is considered to be an economic activity. And when something is related to non-monetary terms, that will be considered as non-economic activity, wherein money is not involved. For example, if a mother cooks at home means she is cooking for the family, she is cooking for herself. That means she is not doing it for money. So that is non-economic activity. If the same lady cooks in a restaurant as a chef, that means she is doing that activity for earning salary or wages or whatever, that is considered to be an economic activity. So let's go in detail. How can we divide economic activity further? We can divide economic activities into three categories. One is business, another one is profession and employment. So let's talk about these three categories in detail now. Business is something related to earning money. Okay, so that means business is an activity which is conducted on a regular basis to earn money. Regular basis, this is very important term, that regular basis, regularity in the activity is required to earn money. Suppose I just sold my car, I bought it for 8 lakhs and I sold it for 10 lakhs. For example, it is not possible in the real world, but I am just giving you example. So that means I have earned 2 lakh profit, which means that I have earned by only selling one car. That doesn't mean a business, because that is not been done on the regular basis. It is done only one time that I sold my car and got the profit. That will not be considered as business. So business means the activity should be done on the regular basis. Okay, next we come to profession. Profession is something which is related to skill, some specialized service, like lawyers are providing, doctors are providing. So these are considered to be profession. These activities are considered to be profession because in this special skill is involved. The person is providing some service, skilled service, and then earning profit by doing that activity on the regular basis. So that is called profession. Next we have employment. Employment means something which is done for others, the work which is done for others to earn salaries or wages. That is considered to be employment, wherein a person or employer hire us for a work, we work there and get the remuneration in return. It also includes money, so that is employment, which is the third category of economic activity. Now let's move further. We will be talking about the difference between all these three activities: business, profession and employment. We need to understand these three categories in detail now by differentiating them. Okay, let's talk about what all is required to start them. Like if we wish to start business, what we need to do first? We need to do all the legal formalities to start our business. Suppose I want to open my factory, run my business, run my shop, then I need to fulfill all the legal formalities to start up my business. In profession, there is no need for legal formalities. Yes, there is the requirement of certification. The person should be certified for the particular skill. In employment, we need contract or appointment letter. The employer will be providing appointment letter to the person to start the job, in which the person will be earning salaries or wages. Next is capital. Capital, huge capital or requirement of capital can depend on the nature of the business, what kind of business a person is starting, it depends on that. So yes, capital is required in business. In profession, little capital is required because some of the people perform or do the activity from their home itself. They don't need particular office or something. So that means little capital is required there. And if I talk about employment, there is no need for capital because the person who is hiring will be providing all the facilities to work over there, or organization will be there where the person will go and work. Third is risk. Yes, the capital is involved. Definitely the risk is there because the person has spent lot of money, invested lot of money, then high risk is there. Here little capital is involved, so the risk is also lower. We are considering risk only in the terms of monetary terms. When capital is not involved, then we consider there is no risk. Here the activity is done to earn profit. The activity can be selling, buying, producing goods, advertising, warehousing, transportation, wherein the person is doing the activity on the regular basis to earn profit. Here the profit is earned through service. The person is providing some skilled service and then earning profit. And when I talk about employment, there the person is getting wages or salaries, no profit is there. Code of conduct, there is no as such code of conduct required to run a business. The person can decide on his own choice the way he wants to work, the way he or she wants to run the business. But in profession there is a code of conduct. Like if I talk about lawyers or medical professionals, yes, there is code of conduct. They have to follow the pattern and accordingly they can work. There are some acts for lawyers, there are some policies which they have to follow as it is. So that means code of conduct is there. And when I talk about employment, there is no code of conduct, but there is contract which the employee has to follow, which is mentioned by the employer. Yes, if I talk about qualification I have not mentioned here, so I'll be talking about it like that only. In business, we require qualification as per the nature of the business. It is not necessary that person has to be educated to run a business. It depends on the nature of the business. In profession, of course, it is required. And in employment also, it depends on the nature of the job. Like if labor class is doing a job in some organization, they need not require a good education, but it will be mentioned in the contract, or it will be decided by the employer that which kind of education or up to what level the education is required. And if I talk about transfer of interest means कि अगर कोई अपना प्रोफेशन, अपना बिजनेस या अपना कुछ भी अपनी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी आगे किसी को ट्रांसफ़र कर सकता है. Yes, in business it is possible somewhere, but in profession it is not possible because अगर डॉक्टर है, सपोज उसके बेटे को अगर उसको अपना प्रोफेशन इंटरेस्ट उसका ट्रांसफ़र करना है, वो नहीं कर सकता बिकॉज वो there the person has to be educated enough, certified, code of conduct is there, each and everything matters, so it cannot be transferred. And same in the case of employment, it cannot be transferred. So I think I have described all these three categories in detail. In my next video we'll be talking about the difference between these three categories only. Specifically I'll be talking about these three. So thank you so much for watching and keep watching for the next video. Thank you.